Manny Rubriano of the Daly City-Colma, Colma Daly City Chamber of Commerce will now lead us in the pledge.
Please rise for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated.
And now we have Teresa Perano, who will lead us in the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in and gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you very, very much. Okay. Good evening, everybody, and welcome. I'm Georgette Sarles, the President and CEO of the Daly City-Colma, Colma Daly City Chamber of Commerce. And it is my sincere pleasure to welcome all of you here tonight to our annual Higher Education and Evening of Scholastic Awards and Recognition. Before we get started, I would like to acknowledge the following dignitaries who have taken the time from their busy schedules to be here tonight. From the town of Colma, we have Mayor Helen Pizzacaro. And from the city of Daly City, Mayor Glenn R. Sylvester. From our government officials, representing Congresswoman Jackie Spear, is the Director of Constituent Services, Mark Nogales. Representing State Senator Scott Wiener is District Director Jeff Parks. Representing California Assemblyman Phil Ting is his field representative Alex Walker. And representing San Mateo County Supervisor David J. Canepa is his Chief of Staff, Tony Biaden. Representing Fiona Ma, the Chair of the California State Board of Equalization, is her Senior District Liaison, Noah Starr. And I don't think she's here yet, but she's on her way, San Mateo County Treasurer, Tax Collector Sandy Arnott. From our school officials, first we have Dan Burns, the superintendent of the Jefferson Union High School District. We have Keith Irish, the assistant superintendent of the Jefferson Union High School District. We have Karen Baca, the director of categorical programs at Jefferson Union High School District. Tom Orput, principal of Westmore High School. Martin Bashirs, principal of Jefferson Union High School. And from the District Board of Trustees, we have Kalima Salahuddin and Andy Lee. From the Daly City-Colma Daly City Board of Directors of the Chamber of Commerce, we have our first Vice President and CFO and Scholarship Chair, Manny Rubriano. We have our second Vice President, Ross Sitt. Our Secretary, Rebecca Eusted. We have Director Mariana de Landeras from Hampton Inn. And we have Director Daisy Lee. And substituting for Lisette Tron from San Mateo Credit Union is Ellen Legassi, Director. And I don't know if she's here yet, but we also have Marie Villarosa from Ceremony Center, Director. Oops, I see somebody very important that I just didn't see over there. Please excuse me. We have with us a very important person. We have our city manager from the city of Daly City, Miss Pat Martell. And we also have from the media, we have Nicholas Wettenberg. And from I don't know if Carolyn Livengood is here. She responded, but I don't know if she's here yet or not. And that's where we are. Thank you all. I hope I didn't miss anybody. If I did, please let me know. Did I miss anybody? No? That's good. That's good. Tonight, on behalf of the Daly City-Colma Daly City Chamber of Commerce, it is my pleasure to welcome all of you to 2017 Access to Higher Education Scholarship Awards Ceremony. We will be providing scholarships and certificates of recognition to 37 deserving young men and women who, through their individual efforts and accomplishments, have distinguished themselves for these merits. May I just add that this is a very gratifying experience to see our Daly City-Colma Daly City Chamber of Commerce reach out to the businesses, our city and state government officials, our wonderful community, and to be ever so resourceful, thus distinguishing our chamber by providing $37,000 in scholarships. You know, we are not cities of immense wealth or tremendously large businesses, or do we have unique abilities for manufacturing capabilities. However, we have the unique ability to make the grade, rise to the need, and get the job done. And tonight, the evidence is here all over again. So we are very proud of our graduates. May I take a moment to applaud each and all of you from the Chamber, from its directors, staff, and membership. This impressive business community, our terrific city partners of Colma and Daly City, our dedicated educators, the families and friends, and our graduates. Bravo. Well done. You know that it is very exciting to be involved with these graduates as they prepare to ascend the challenges they will meet in their futures. It is a world connected by ever-changing dynamics of global businesses. It is important for all of you to remember that success and happiness are really individual pursuits. Once again, I am reminded of the words of Steve Jobs, who said, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Make your life and live your dreams. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own special inner voice. Most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. Somehow they always know what you truly desire and truly deserve. Everything else, my friends, is secondary." In his words, to be good to yourselves and never lose self-confidence and the ability you have developed thus far. So always please remember, no matter what path you choose, what door you open, whether it's near or far, never forget the road brings you home to Daly City and Colma, for it is here that your family, your friends, and your community will always be a source of comfort, strength, love, and support. At this time, may I take the opportunity to convey our utmost congratulations to all of you. We are ever mindful of your good fortune to be here this evening, celebrating your achievements and recognizing you as the leaders of tomorrow, commanding the future. The sky is the limit. Our best wishes to each of you. Go forth and make your dreams a reality. God bless you. And now I would like to introduce the Mayor of Colma, Helen Fisichero. My dear, thank you.
Well, I want to welcome all of you. This is a great opportunity for us to recognize you students as you move into your next part of your life. I know the mayor from Daly City and myself, and he'll be up here in a second, know that every year when we present these scholarships, it's an honor to recognize the achievements of all of you. And I want to tell you about your future. Your parents and relatives have sacrificed greatly to get you to here where you are tonight. And I know that all of you have studied hard and you have these great resumes with extracurricular activities where when those of us that are much older than you and have been in your shoes think that none of you, and I'm going to call you kids, none of you kids sleep. And that's the reason you have these resumes that are humongous. But it is about giving back to your community, and many of you have done that, and you wrote your essay, and you put your grades into it, and just even filling out the application was a test in itself to get you here tonight. Because there are students, I know, that didn't fill out the application correctly, and unfortunately were rejected. So you have to watch everything you fill out, including in college, as you move on. Also, being flexible in the future is very important. Many of us that are going to give out the certificates today, we got here and all of a sudden the order that we had our certificates in are not the order that you're going to receive your scholarships in. So we became a team here and we figured we were going to be flexible and we put them back in the order. That's what all this flutter was around here. All the parents probably thought we were nuts in this corner reciting all these names. But we got them in order and hopefully they're in the right order for all of you tonight. And if they aren't, just go with the flow and we'll figure it out at the end and get the right certificate to the right person. Anyway, I want to congratulate all of you. It is so important as you move onward into college. Remind yourselves that you are the customer at the college that you go to. I myself am a graduate from San Francisco State University, but I went back as an older student who's wooing. There we go. And I went back as an older student while I was working full-time, raising a family, and doing volunteer work at my children's school. But all of you, I feel, are doing the right thing and moving on to college now because you've got the energy that I didn't have going to night school. It took me 7.5 years at night to get 2 degrees, but I got through it. And I had to remind myself because I was paying the tuition, and some of you have scholarship money, but also probably are paying some of your tuition if your parents aren't. You are the customer. And what they don't tell you in college is that sometimes classes, due to budget constraints, get removed or dropped, and you have to, instead of doing a 5-year stint for your parents, do them a favor and try to do a 4-year stint because it costs a lot of money to put you through. And I had to go to, I had several classes that were just all of a sudden disappearing, and I went to my advisor and said, what can I substitute? And they don't tell you that. that there are ways to get through school and find another class. And I took classes that were very interesting to me that weren't in my major, because sometimes it's like at State, they make you take a group of classes outside your norm. And one of them was in geology, and I got to take a couple weekend classes. One was hiking through Yosemite, which was beautiful when you realize how beautiful that park is. And another was learning about the earthquake faults in California. And those were 2 weekend classes, and I could nip one class in the bud with all this experience. But unless you ask, you don't know. So don't be discouraged when classes get dropped from your curriculum. Go find another path, because that's what it is about, being flexible like we were tonight, putting those things in order. So I congratulate you all the best, and I look forward to seeing you when you come down the line.
And now we'd like to hear from our Mayor of Daly City, Glenn R. Sylvester. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Georgette, and Honorable Mayor Fisicaro and other distinguished guests, the families, and the students, congratulations. You know, it was about 15 to 16 years ago, I was there in the back where your parents are, because both my daughters also received scholarships from the Daly City-Colma Chamber of Commerce. And thank you. So I'm glad to hear that you folks have been selected. One of my daughters now is a DNA criminalist, and the other is a rocket scientist. She programs the missiles. So as Ms. Sarlis said earlier, wherever your dreams will take you, move towards your dreams. I will first have to say thank you. Thank you for taking that opportunity to apply. You know, as they say, you can't win if you don't play. But you need to recognize you are the cream of the crop. For your parents, you are the first line of defense. And these children is an example of that. The schools, education, you are the second line of defense. And as a result, look at what you've accomplished. I am very, very proud of everyone here today. I wish you the best of luck, and keep on trucking. The future is yours. Thank you so much.
Next, we will hear from our keynote speaker, Mr. Dan Burns, the superintendent of the Jefferson Union High School District.
So how do you follow these two distinguished mayors, be the keynote speaker? I've been in town like 10 months. So I'll take myself to steak later. How's that sound? Yeah? So as I'm getting this ready, I just want to let you know we're not in the library, and this is not a courthouse, so you can be excited, okay? So a lot of you students are sitting here like, I got to be quiet. All right. So Ms. Sarles said I had probably about an hour to speak, right? Oh, okay. Oh, Georgette, sorry. She wants to go by first names. I'm sorry. So I won't take an hour, but I do want to share with you a few ideas and concepts, and very, very honored and humbled to be here presenting for all of you. And hopefully you're really excited about the next journey that you're going to undertake. And hopefully you're a bit anxious and nervous too, because for many years your parents have been talking to you about when you graduate, you need to get out of the house, right? You need to do your own thing. So I'm just going to tell you that that's not true necessarily. They want you to come back too, but they want you to come back with a job and ability to pay your own bills. So I have a 26-year-old that just moved back in with me, and I said, you got to be able to pay your own stuff. So it's okay. But this is an exciting, rewarding evening for all of our communities, and for the young and up and coming leaders and business leaders of our community. I'm honored and privileged to share a few words. To students, congratulations on your achievements. To this point in your life, your future is bright. You hear me back there? No. Okay. This thing is cutting off. So your future is bright and the opportunities for you are immense. Dream big, set goals, achieve your goals, and then set more goals. Because it's about being progressive in your life, to constantly improve and to be on the path towards continuous improvement. To the parents and guardians, family members of these young, amazing young adults, congratulations. You have contributed to the success of your child. You have set high expectations. You have monitored their progress. You have loved and cared for them as they have persevered through these important adolescent years of their life. Even though you may think that your children do not see your contributions, I'm here to tell you that they know what you've done. They just don't always know how to say thank you. And in today's age, normally they're saying thank you through a text message or an email. And that's okay, mom and dad and aunties and uncles. If they text you thank you, take it and put it in the bank. It's worth the same amount. To members of the chambers, the Daly City-Colma Chamber, and contributors to the Scholarship Fund, graciously, your contributions have amounted to $37,000 in scholarship this year. As I was informed by Georgette, this started as a grassroots effort many years ago to raise money to contribute to the greater community. It started with a $2,000 amount that they raised, and now it's, at one point, it's been over $40,000. So that's a big effort in a community like ours. So thank you to the Chamber for that effort. As a member of the Chamber of Commerce, you also know well that key to the long-term success of an organization is introducing new ways to engage the business community. This includes tapping into the talents of young professionals and our next generation of leaders and decision makers. There are examples of this throughout the room. And in my short time in this county, I can clearly see that the Daly City-Colma Chamber has done a tremendous job of diversifying its leadership with an increased emphasis on younger leaders. And you see them throughout this room. And why is this important? Because it's the entrepreneurs and the small business owners who are the backbone of our local and regional economies. And they cannot thrive in the absence of major investment and people. And this can only be sustained over time by bringing in the rookies and showing them how to more actively engage in the business community and to promote the Daly City and Colma communities as great places to live, work, and raise families. Now, by the time you're ready to come back and raise families, I'm not sure you'll be able to get into the Ceremony Mall because there's so many things going in there, but hopefully one of you will come back as an engineer and figure that out for us. These concepts emphasize my belief that we need to invest in nurturing positive learning and business environments, in supporting young entrepreneurs, as we do in training and developing a skilled workforce. The scholarship provided by the Chamber for each of these adults is not just about the money, although it's about the money too. Bless you. But the scholarship is about the Chamber planting a seed in each of these young adults in their development with the goal of this seed growing into a future business person in our community. It's an investment long-term, not just short-term. In fact, my first experience with this type of concept also came for me in high school. During my junior year in high school, a baseball coach that we had, he came to two other baseball players and myself, and he asked if we'd be willing to go to a baseball academy in Missouri. And I'm from an hour and a half south of here, and I'm not sure we knew where Missouri was. But we said, sure, we'll go. But then when he laid out the cost, none of us could afford the cost to go. So he met with each of us and our parents, and he decided to pay the entire cost for us to go. And how this relates is that he was a businessman. He owned a furniture store in the community, and he was giving back and investing and hoping that we would come back and invest in the community. Because the academy wasn't just about the sport. The academy was also about learning about leadership skills and qualities and how to give back to the community. For me, that went a long way And because of that, I originally attended college to major in business because I thought I would become an entrepreneur. And here I am, many, many, many years past when I started college, and I'm not a business owner, but the position I'm in as a superintendent is basically like running a business. In some ways, like running right? So not an easy thing to do. And just a sidebar to that, I want to tell you a little bit about where you're headed next in your life. Some of you are going to go straight into college with your scholarships. Some of you might start and then need a gap year to take off. Some of you might go through 4 years and then go straight into graduate school. Some of you might become part of our workforce. There's going to be a lot of different avenues and paths for you. And let me tell you that not one single path is good for all of you. You need to make your own path. You need to set forth and create your own opportunities. For me, it took me 13 years to graduate from college. Yeah, and I'm the superintendent, right? Some board members back there saying, wait a minute, what's going on here? But I have to tell you something that's very important, and that is life happens. You may not expect it, but life happens, and it takes you down a path you might not have expected to take you down. And for me, that created a pause in my education. But it didn't stop me, it didn't drive me from wanting to seek to become a more educated person. So when I was 29 years old or so, I finally decided to go back to school. I got my degree, my bachelor's degree, a year later, my master's degree, a credential to teach, and just a few years later, now I'm the superintendent of schools. So the important concept with that is it doesn't matter where you start. It probably doesn't even matter where you finish. What matters is what you do in between those points. That's what makes the quality of who you are. So build that as you go. I had some really good stories to tell you and to share with the business community. And they're just some basic things and some basic attributes that I think we could all live by. And so I'm going to skip right to those. And part of this is related to the Future Business Leaders of America Code of Ethics. Who is in the Future Business Leaders of America? Which students? Can you get up and recite the Code of Ethics?
I think you can.
Can you do it? If you can't, I don't want you to feel embarrassed.
The secretary.
You're the secretary? Okay. So first, I will be honest and sincere. Is that right? Is that the right code of ethics? I will be honest and sincere. Okay, thank you. Maybe I typed in the wrong FBLA. So I will be honest and sincere. I will approach each task with confidence in my ability to perform my work at a high standard. These are things you will need to keep in mind as you go off to college. I will willingly accept responsibilities and duties. I will seek to profit from my mistakes and take suggestions and criticism directed toward the improvement of myself and my work. I will abide by the rules and regulations of my school or programs. I will exercise initiative and responsibility, and I will cooperate. And I just turned off my iPad. I will seek to improve my community by contributing my efforts and my resources to the worthwhile projects. And the reason I put those in and read them, because they really relate well with what the business community is about as well. And those code of ethics, if you're not in FBLA, you can look them up. They're simple things to live by, and they're great attributes of being a business owner in the community and a contributor as a member of the Chamber of Commerce as well. So in closing, look, it wasn't an hour. I want to once again thank the Daly City-Colma Chamber of Commerce, the Scholarship Fund contributors, the president of the Chamber, Georgette. I won't say your last name. All of your teachers and advisors and staff at your schools that have helped contribute to your success. The advisor of the FBLA that helps with that program at Westmore. And a special token of gratitude for all of you, for all the extra work and dedication you put into your studies. And not all of you are just is studious. You're also athletes. You're also participants in clubs. And you also do a lot of things around the community. So the type of collaboration that went into the success of all of you as students and the success of this chamber, these are examples of the potential for success that I think our country can learn from right now. That when people work together and they care about each other, great things can happen. So thank you. I appreciate the time. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you very much. Stick around, maybe. Our next speaker is the keynote speaker for the graduates, the valedictorian of his class at Westmore High School, David Tsao.
Good. There you go. Okay. First off, I just like to mention I think this is something the superintendent and the two mayors missed, but I look at my fellow peers and they're a really attractive bunch, especially my good friend Justin Hsu. But on a more serious note, I'd like to begin by saying that I think I speak on behalf of all the students here when I say that I'm incredibly honored and receive this award tonight. We all stand here as graduating seniors. How will we measure all the years we spent dedicating our livelihood day in and day out towards our education? For me, I measure these years by the changing attitudes of my family, whom I can definitively say has been my greatest supporter throughout my journey. Just as a brief exposition as who my father is, he has been a dedicated employee of a business not that far from here, Lucky Chances, for over 15 years now. And I have to say, he has been my #1 fan. I come from a family of immigrants. We moved to the United States, chasing a dream sought by generations past. First came my father in 1998, and I followed. Of course, our thoughts were always in the right places, but moving into a foreign land, especially when you don't even know the native tongue, it isn't easy. And I know he struggled a lot. Unfortunately, he isn't standing in the audience today, but regardless, I can still stand proud, look forward, and say confidently without embarrassment that if there's one inspiration in my life, it is my father. He is the reason why I'll never settle for mediocrity, instead push the envelope in all my challenges. He is the reason why I'll never miss a homework assignment, pursue my education, and work towards a career I love. Sorry, I'm getting a bit emotional. Whenever I feel like giving up on my studies, I'm reminded of his sacrifice. He has reminded me that when times are tough, I've got to be stronger. For that and all the other times he has supported me, I will be eternally grateful for all that he has done. When I first moved to the United States, I never thought that I would be able to master English, much less matriculate into a 4-year university. Now I stand here as a valedictorian of Westmore High School. I don't know about you guys, but I think my father has done an incredible job raising me. I haven't completely gone over my rebellious stage yet. I'm still an asshole to him from time to time, but
Who isn't?
I think he knows. I haven't really told him yet too, but I really do appreciate all that he has done. I was the first in my family to graduate from middle school. We'll be the first to graduate in high school. And in all likelihood, we'll be the first in my family to graduate from college. In just 1 week, I will have officially received more years of formal education than both my parents combined. This has been an overused phrase and is basically a cliche now, but I still believe in all the hopes and aspirations of the American dream. There's no limit to what you can do. My pre-calculus teacher, Ms. Dela Cruz, would always sarcastically say, where there's a will, there's a way. And I agree with her wholeheartedly. I hope with my story, I was able to convince everyone here that if I was able to break my stereotypes, low income and first generation, then no matter what the circumstances are, so can you. Thank you again to the Chamber of Commerce for providing financial support for students like me.
Wow, huh? Amazing. And now we come to the part of our program where I turn it over to our Vice President and Scholarship Chair, and we get on with the presentation of the scholarships. Is that all right? Yeah? Okay. Manny? All yours.
Thank you, Georgette. In addition to the checks that we are giving, there will be also certificates of achievements from one is from Congresswoman Jackie Spear, from Senator Scott Wiener, Assemblyman Phil Ting, San Mateo County Supervisor David Canepa, State Board of Equalization Chairwoman Fiona Ma, from the City of Daly City, from the Town of Colma, and of course from the Daly City-Colma Chamber of Commerce. And I would like to invite the representatives to fall in line here, ready with the distribution of the certificates. The first one will be Mayor of Daly City, Glenn Sylvester. Next will be Helen Fisicaro. The third one from the office of Congresswoman Jackie Spear. Oh, this one is from Chamber of Commerce.
Give you the wrong batch. Flexibility, right? Flexibility.
Yeah, flexibility. Mark? Yeah, that's Mark. Okay.
I've got marks.
Okay. From the office of State Senator Scott Wiener, Jeff Parks. Okay. From the office of Assemblyman Phil Ting, Alex Walker. From the office of David Canepa, Tony Bayudan. From the office of Fiona Ma is Senior District Liaison, Noah Starr. And from our very own Daly City Chamber, Colma, Chamber of Commerce, Ross Seat. Yeah. This time we are ready to present the checks. I would like first to recognize all those sponsors that every year are very generous in contributing to the scholarship fund. So let us give them a round of applause. And the first presenter will be our president, Georgette Charles.
Thank you, everyone. Okay, I'm first here. So I would like to bring up David Zhao. I have the honor of giving you a scholarship, David. David, of course, as you know, is the 2017 valedictorian of Westmore High School, and he is planning to attend Tufts University. David, wait a minute. You don't get away that fast. So tell me, what are your aspirations at Tufts? What are you planning to study?
I plan on studying political science. I'm not sure where my career goals lie, but I think one of my own personal ambitions will be to come back and help students like me.
Good. Thank you very much. Lots of good luck to you. My second scholarship goes to Friends Evander Cabison. Congratulations. Friends, you're going to be going to UCLA, correct? Will you tell them what you're planning to study and what your interest is?
I'm planning to study physiology, and yeah. Hopefully after 4 years I go to med school, but I don't know yet, and yeah.
Well, we wish you well. Good, great, congratulations. Okay. Next, I have the pleasure of bringing up Crystal Lee, representing Lucky Chances Casino. And let me tell you that Lucky Chances is doing it again this year. $13,000, folks, 13 scholarships. Very much, Crystal. Thank you to the Medina family.
Thank you, Georgette. So I have 13 scholarships to present. Congratulations to all of you, okay? You guys worked very hard for this. The first one is Saitela Gutierrez, and I'm assuming she's going to be attending UC Berkeley. Yes. What are you planning on studying?
I'm planning on majoring in business administration, concentration in finance.
Our next one is Yvonne Yip, and she's going to Cal Poly. And what are you planning on studying?
I plan on studying environmental management and protection.
Next is Justin Shu. He's attending UC Irvine. And what are you planning on studying, Justin?
Plan on studying biological sciences.
Next is JC Perello. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right. And she'll be attending UCLA. And what are you studying?
I plan on studying psychology and communications.
And the next one is Brandon Tan, and he'll be going to UC San Diego. And what are you studying?
I plan on studying biochemistry and cell biology.
And next is Dennis Lim, who will be attending SF State. And what will you be studying?
I plan to study microbiology.
And next is Louis Ross Pagat. He will be attending, and he'll be attending UC Davis. And Louis, what are you studying?
I'm planning on double majoring in psychology and political science.
And next is Kayla Patricia Augustine. And she'll be attending UC Merced.
I plan to study psychology.
And next is Brianna Argueta. And she'll be going to SF State as well.
Zoology.
Perfect. Next is Emily Gibney, and she'll be attending SF State.
I plan on majoring in accounting.
And next is Alicia Ng. She'll be going to UC San Diego. And what were you studying?
I'll be studying economics.
And next is, hopefully I'm pronouncing their name right, Pang Kent. And she'll be attending Cal State East Bay. Pang, sorry.
I'm going for applied mathematics.
And last but not least is Jessica Gutierrez. And she's attending USF. And what are you studying?
I'm going to be studying business administration and marketing.
Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you. Thank you. The next presenter will be Georgette again, and this funds came from the fundraising for the crab feed we had in March.
Yeah. You know, we developed something here in Colma, Daly City with this scholarship. What was born was a crab feed fundraiser. And it took off, and everybody's enjoyed the crab, and they put their hands in their pockets for the kids, and so it's been really wonderful. This year, I was joined in this committee by Daisy Lee, Ross Sitt, Rebecca Eusted, and Elaine Legassi, who's substituting for Lizette Tron. So if they would join me up here, because these gals all worked really hard, and I'd like them to give out these scholarships to these people that we raised the funds for. This is the muscle of the chamber, everybody. These gals really do the work. Okay, who's going to go first here? Daisy? Okay. Daisy is going to be delivering this scholarship to King A, who will be attending Skyline College. King?
Congratulations, and what you studying?
I plan on studying bioengineering and transfer to one of the UC.
Very nice, very good. The next one is going to Jacqueline Ling, who will be attending UC Davis.
Congratulations, Jacqueline. And what will you be studying?
I will be studying biochemistry and molecular biology.
Great, that's great.
Wonderful. Okay. Next we have Rebecca Trong. And Rebecca will be going to UC Irvine.
I will be entering UC Irvine undeclared.
Next is Ong Yang, who will be attending Skyline College, presented by Rebecca Houston.
Why don't you come tell us what you're going to be doing?
I'm planning to major in applied mathematics.
Good, very good. And where's Ross? We lose Ross?
She's giving out
Okay,
certificates at the
okay.
end.
Well, I'll take the last one then. The last one for this group is Chloe Rickert. And Chloe will be going to Skyline College. And Miss Chloe, what are your intentions?
I would like to major in education and become a teacher.
That's great. Congratulations, sweetheart. And I will be introducing the next presenter, who's been around with these scholarships for a long time, and he's a wonderful force with this, and that would be William Chautka, the general manager of Westlake Village Apartments.
Thank you, Georgette. It's true. I've been here since the beginning. 20 years ago, this started, and there was 3 of us here. I think it was Mr. Dan Duggan and Georgette and myself. And the superintendent mentioned earlier in the program about how you should aspire to strive to improve. And this is the most important business lesson that you can learn as you go on through life and school and academics, and that is that no matter what field you study, it's always a business. And the business has to run efficiently. And nobody's perfect, but if you keep striving to improve and embrace those concepts of the FBLA, of honesty, integrity, and hard work and cooperation, you'll succeed. It's very simple. Just keep improving and learn from your mistakes, because the most valuable lessons are the mistakes that you make, and you'll make a few along the way. So keep striving to improve, and you'll keep improving your lot in life. And I'm so proud to say to you that over the years, we've reached out to many of the scholarship award winners here in Daly City and have had them come to work for us. In fact, I used to read a list of all the scholarship award winners that worked for me, but the list is too long. I don't have as much time as our keynote speaker did. But there's over 20 of the scholarship award winners that have come to work at Westlake Village Apartments over the time that I've been associated with this fine gathering. So if you are a local student attending one of the Bay Area universities or the Skyline College or City College, and you're interested in working while you're in school and earning some spending money that you can share with your parents or not. Just having some spending money in your cash in your pocket will go a long way towards your parents not having to avail that to you. That would go a long way, I'm sure, in your parents' mind, because it's tough enough meeting the tuition costs and the room and board and the books and so forth. So if you can make a little spending money, you might endear yourself to your parents even more than you already have. And I'm so sure that they're so very proud of you and what you've done. So anyway, long story short, if you're local, attending a local university, and you're interested in seeing me afterwards about the possibility of having a part-time job while you're in school, then certainly come and see me at the reception afterwards. So that's a long way of saying how proud I am of this endeavor, having been here since the onset with Mr. Dan Duggan and the goddess, Georgette, who has really improved this to this point where this is huge. It used to be the three of us in here with a couple of kids, and now it's this. So I'm very pleased and very proud, and want to pass on that to my two recipients, Mr. Eric Leong. Eric. Congratulations, Eric. Tell us about your academic pursuits.
I'll be studying computer science at UC Berkeley.
Tremendous. That's a local guy. Okay, I got to make a mark there. Okay, next is Haolin Zhu. Haolin? Congratulations. Tell us about your academic pursuits, Haolin.
So I'll be planning to study civil engineering at UC Berkeley.
Fantastic. See, civil engineer. That's roads and infrastructure and buildings. I need to see you after this event, young man. Okay. So that's it for me. May I pass it over to you?
Thank you. Thank you, William. Presenting the next 5 scholarship is for Kaiser Permanente is Michon Coleman from Kaiser Permanente.
Good evening, everybody. I just want to say, my name is Michon Coleman. I serve as the Community and Government Relations Manager for Kaiser Permanente. And I have to say that this is among the most favorite thing that I get to do. We absolutely are so pleased to be here to congratulate all of you students. I also want to congratulate all the parents, the families that serve as such a good base of support for students. In addition to all of the wonderful advice that you have received and the very sage words, the one other thing that I want to encourage each of you to do is to please take care of yourselves emotionally, physically, while you're in school. Make sure that you find what your outlets need to be for your stress, your exercise, all of that, because that's a huge part of ensuring when you keep yourself healthy, it's a big part of making sure that you can, I won't be cheesy and use I almost said thrive, but we want to make sure that you are as successful as possible and do it in a way that makes sure that you're mindful of yourself as well. So we are so, yes, ma'am.
I want to inject something here. You know, it just came to my mind that we didn't get a chance to say this. Excuse me for butting in here, but this needs to be said. This young lady came a couple years ago and was so impressed with this. She said to me, you know, Georgette, this is wonderful. This is wonderful. Kaiser has to get more involved in this. So she rung me up and she said, how about 5,000 this time? That's because of Michon, folks. Because she came and saw what she liked in Daly City-Colma. And we thank you very much.
Thank you. No,
very much.
It is absolutely our pleasure. Thank you. So I am really excited these next 5 scholarships. The first one is to Tammy Chow, who will be attending Cal Polytechnic at San Luis Obispo. Congratulations. And And will you share what you're going to be studying?
I will be studying landscape architecture.
Fantastic. Congratulations. Our next scholarship is going to Tiani Alexander, who is going. Thank you. Congratulations. And it was such an outburst. I didn't get to announce you were going to be attending UC Irvine, and what will you be studying?
I will be studying nursing.
Oh, fantastic. Yes, thank you. Our next recipient is John Christian Anderson Aguas. That's a great name. Thank you. And John will be attending Skyline College. Congratulations. What will you be studying?
I'll be studying business administration.
Fantastic. Congratulations. Our next recipient is Hisu Miat Ong, and who will be studying and she will be studying at San Francisco City College. Congratulations. Come on up. Come on up. There you go. And what will you be studying?
Biochemistry.
Biochemistry? Wow. Congratulations. And our last recipient is Shara Marte. And Shara will be attending San Francisco State College.
Go Gators.
Congratulations. There you go. And what will you be studying?
I will be majoring in biology.
Nice. Thank you so much. Oh,
Sweetheart. Thank you very much. I have the next one, Manny? Yes. Okay. Okay. I have the next one, and I have the pleasure of bringing up someone who's a friend, a lifetime friend, folks. His mom and dad and my mom and dad started out on the Mission Miracle Mile in San Francisco, which was the forerunner, folks, of shopping centers. This was before we had any shopping centers. That's how ancient we are. Huh? But I speak for myself, huh, Dan? But anyway, we've been in the business community here in San Francisco and Daly City for quite a long time. And this is a wonderful person who gives and gives and gives to this community. And I would like to introduce my friend Dan Dugan from Dugan's Mortuary.
Thank you, Georgette. We only have one lonely scholarship here this evening. However, we were at Jefferson High School last evening, and friends, you were one of the recipients of our 2 scholarships there last evening, so congratulations. And also, we have to give equal time. Jefferson will also be at Westmore High School on Friday evening, tomorrow, and Teresa will be presenting for me. Thank you. Anyway, you have to give equal time. My wife went to Jefferson, but we support both schools equally. Anyway, I'm very pleased to present this scholarship to Jalen Marie Ibarra. Jalen will be attending San Jose State University. I have a sister. She was a great teacher, and she graduated from there. And what will you be studying down at San Jose State?
I will be studying health science.
Great.
Beautiful. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Dan. The next presenter is Mike Mahoney, the General Manager of Republic Services.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I want to say congratulations. What a, what an awesome event, and just outstanding work that you guys have all done. I've had my daughter graduated from college, Tulane University in New Orleans about a year ago, so I know what some of the parents are up to, and I have a senior at San Jose State right now. So I say congratulations, to all of you. You've really worked hard, and to the parents as well. I know you've worked hard, getting the kids through school, getting them to this point, and believe me, it never stops. I just wanted to also acknowledge. I know we had a couple UC Davis Aggies here, or attendees coming up, and I wanted to recognize from Republic Services here with me, Kiki Wong. She does a phenomenal job in Colma. She's our recycling coordinator. And I also wanted to say, I know that there was one young lady in the front that was looking at environmental management, and I sort of wanted to echo the comments of my friend William Chautka. If you're ever interested in a scholarship or in a job after, we'd love to have you. Come on by. We have 2 scholarships to present tonight. The first recipient is Jeremy Cruz. Jeremy will be attending UC Davis as well, right? Go Aggies. Your academic field will be?
Cognitive sciences.
Wow. Very good. Congratulations. The next recipient, Sarah Bonomi. Sarah here. Sarah will be attending UC Riverside. Congratulations.
I'm studying the major in biology.
Very good. Again, on behalf of Republic, thank you very much. Thanks to everyone here. Thanks to both mayors, City Manager Pat Martell, and Georgette as well. Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Is Sarah Watson here? I don't know whether she made it or not. Is there a Sarah Watson here? No? Okay. We were going to have the CEO of the First National Bank of Northern California here tonight, the illustrious Tom McGraw, except that he's stuck in jury duty in Marin. So he called me and he was going to try and get the branch manager to come, that's Sarah, but I don't see her. So I guess I'll do it, okay? So for First National Bank of Northern California, they are providing 2 scholarships tonight. The first one goes to Miss Avery Houston. Hi, sweetheart. Can you tell us what's your plan?
So I'm going to be studying psychology and women's studies.
At
Mills College.
Oh, great. Okay. And the second scholarship by First National Bank goes to Kent Chu. Hi, Kent. This is for you. Could you tell us what you're going to be studying here?
Yeah, I will be studying business administration at UC Irvine next year.
Wonderful. Congratulations. Danny.
Our next presenter is the owner of Moonstar Restaurant, Seafood Restaurant. Easily.
Hi everyone, I'm Daisy. I'm from Moonstar Buffet Restaurant in town in Daly City. And I just want to share is like my major in college is hospitality, hotel and restaurant management. I end up doing what I do. But I'm a walking example of a dream come true. I wanted to have a buffet restaurant ever since I'm 4 years old. When I go to the hotel, they have my first Christmas buffet. Seriously, I saw those cotton candy, frame broil, ice cream. I want to have that when I grow up. So my dream come true 27 years ago, and I'm still living it happily. So all your dream can come true. Okay, I'm going to, calling Christina La Rosa is attending Skyline College. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm going to be attending Skyline College, and I'm going to be majoring in film, and glory to God.
Our next presenter is our first vice president, Manny Rubriano from Allstate Insurance.
Thank you, thank you. Today, I'm pleased to present a scholarship on behalf of Allstate Insurance to Nelson Poon. Nelson, where are you going to school and what will you study?
I'm going to Loyola Marymount University, and I'm currently undeclared, but I'm planning to do film production or animation.
Wow.
The next presenter is retired principal of Westmore High School, Richard Morosi.
Thank you, Manny, and thank you, Georgette, and thank you, Daly City-Colma Chamber of Commerce, for the wonderful work that you do. And Manny and Georgette, thank you so much for giving me a one-syllable name this year. Last year, it was a 9-syllable name, and so I really appreciate that. I am pleased to present this scholarship on behalf of Joseph Kern, Colma Historical Association, San Mateo Credit Union, Brian Perkins, Landmark 2000, El Camino Inn, Mission Inn, Dennis and Helen Fisicaro, and me, Richard Morosi. And the winner is Sydney Wu. Sydney, congratulations. Could you tell us what you'll be studying and what your future plans are?
I will be going to UC San Diego. I'll be studying bioengineering, and I hope to contribute to the fight against climate change. Oh.
Well done. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dick. The last presenter is Armando Santana, representing Cypress Lawn. He is the Director of Cemetery Services.
Is he here? Just go for it, Manny.
Okay. On behalf of Cypress Lawn, I'd like to present this to Joshua Joyner Collado, who is going to Cal Poly. Congratulations, Joshua. Tell us what you're going to study.
I will be attending Cal Poly in San Luis Obispo, and I will be majoring in environmental management and protection.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Well, we've come to the end of the program. How about that? Thank you all to the presenters. Thank you to everybody. I have a few comments to make here. As we reach the conclusion of tonight's program, I would like to thank all of our government officials, both of our mayors, for doing such a wonderful job and helping us so much with this. We are really appreciative. I would like to also thank somebody very special who has prepared a beautiful meal for all of us and beverages, and that would be Miss Daisy Lee from Moonstar Seafood Restaurant. Additionally, I would like to thank our city manager, Pat Martell, for the usage of Daly City Hall Council chambers and the work that helped all of the work with the maintenance people. Thank you for everything, Pat. Also, I would like to introduce to you and thank our chair and our committee of the scholarship committee, and that is, the chair is Manny Rubriano. And the committee members are Rebecca Eusted, Daisy Lee, Ross Sitt, Lizette Tron, Karen Baca, Helen Foken, Nancy Samsot, and Richard Morosi. Let me tell you, Mr. Morosi, who was the principal at Westmore for a long time, and we happen to know each other for many, many years, can't stay away from this place. And he donates his time, comes back and donates. He wants to be a part of this because he loved this school and these kids so much. So thank you. I would like to also thank our board of directors, our membership. I would like to thank my staff, Jorge Gonzalez, and our webmaster, photographer, chamber chatter editor, chief cook and bottle washer, the one and only Allison Wilson. Congratulations, scholarship awardees. God bless you with a wonderful future. Congratulations to your family and your friends. Thank you, everybody, for participating and being here tonight. We are just really touched. We really appreciate everything. Dinner and cake is going to be served immediately, and I'm told we're going to have some photographs too. So Allison's trying to make sure that everybody gets into a photograph first. So with that, it's time to say good night. Thank you very, very much. We appreciate it.